Hello friends, welcome to my channel Success Mindset. Today we are going to cover the topic structure of human heart, which is very important topic. So let's begin the video. Structure of human heart. This is the diagram of heart, structure of human heart. It consists of 4 chambers, two auricles and 2 ventricles. Auricles are also called as atriums or atrias. The left atrium and the right atrium, and the left ventricle and the right ventricle. The left ventricle opens into the left ventricle and the right atrium opens into the right ventricle. The left atrium, which opens to the left ventricle, is guarded by the bicuspid valve, and from the left ventricle emerges the aorta, which is guarded by a semilunar valve. And the left atrium has an opening from the pulmonary veins, and the right atrium, talking about the right atrium, opens in superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, which connects to the right ventricle, which is guarded by tricuspid valve, and it opens into a pulmonary aorta. So this is a very simple diagram of human heart. Description में क्या क्या रहेगा? Human heart is mainly composed of 4 chambers with 2 atrias and 2 ventricles. Talking about the atria or auricle. Atria forms the small upper part of the heart. 2 atrias are separated by interauricular septum, which prevents the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. The interauricular septum has an oval depression called fossa ovalis, which is an vestige of an oval aperture, foramen ovale, present in foetus. Let us discuss this first. This is the upper small chamber of the heart, the left atrium and the right atrium. Then it is said that the left atrium and the right atrium is separated by interauricular septum. मतलब यहाँ पर एक वॉल्व होती है इन दोनों के बीच में, जिसे interauricular septum कहते हैं. Interauricular septum में एक ओवल डिप्रेशन होता है जिसे फोसा ओवालिस कहते हैं. ये एक वेस्टिजियल ऑर्गन है. Deoxygenated blood from the superior and inferior vena cava and also from the coronary veins. कोरोनरी वेन्स कौन से हैं? जो हार्ट को सप्लाई करते हैं, उन वेन्स को कोरोनरी वेन्स कहा जाता है. लेफ्ट ऑरिकल रिसीव्स द ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड फ्रॉम द लंग्स बाय 4 पल्मोनरी वेन्स. देखो दिखा देते हैं आपको. ये जो राइट एट्रियम है ये रिसीव करता है डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड फ्रॉम सुपीरियर एंड इंफीरियर वेना केवा, और जो लेफ्ट एट्रियम है ये रिसीव करता है ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड फ्रॉम पल्मोनरी वेन्स. ये जो पल्मोनरी वेन्स है ये ही पूरी बॉडी में एक ऐसा वेन है जो ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड कैरी करता है. बाकी रेस्ट ऑफ द वेन्स जितने भी होते हैं वो डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड कैरी करता है. इट इज़ ओनली द एक्सेप्शन. लेट्स स्टार्ट द ventricles are the lower chambers of the heart. Left ventricle is much thicker than the right ventricle because it has to push the blood to all body parts, while right ventricle has to push the blood to closely lying lungs only. Both the ventricles are separated by interventricular septum. लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल है इट इज़ मच थिकर देन द राइट वेंट्रिकल. क्यों थिकर है? क्योंकि जो लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल है वहाँ से आयोटा निकलता है और आयोटा से जो ब्लड है वो पूरी बॉडी में सप्लाई होता है, एंड इट हैज़ टू पुश द ब्लड टू द होल बॉडी. इसलिए इसके जो मांसपेशियाँ हैं वो ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग और ज़्यादा थिक होती हैं. लेकिन जो राइट वेंट्रिकल है यहाँ से ब्लड पल्मोनरी आर्टरीज के थ्रू सिर्फ लंग्स में जाती है, और ये जो पल्मोनरी आर्टरी है दिस इज़ द ओनली एक्सेप्शन विच कैरीज द डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड. रेस्ट ऑफ द आर्टरीज इन द बॉडी कैरी द ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड. सेप्टम. लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल और राइट वेंट्रिकल के बीच में इंटरवेंट्रिकुलर सेप्टम होता है जो मिक्सिंग ऑफ ब्लड को कंट्रोल करता है. Both the ventricles are separated by interventricular septum, and ventricles are blood distributing chamber. Atriums होती हैं, they are the blood receiving chambers, while the ventricles are the blood distributing chambers. Left ventricle supplies the blood to the body by single aorta, and the right ventricle supplies the blood to the lung through pulmonary aorta. About the valves and the openings. Atrioventricular opening. Atrioventricular opening is between the left atrium and the left ventricle and is guarded by a bicuspid valve or a mitral valve, as we have already seen in the diagram. Right atrioventricular opening between the right atrium and the right ventricle and is guarded by a tricuspid valve, and base of the pulmonary trunk and aorta are guarded by semilunar valve, and all these valves prevent the backflow of blood into the ventricles. Talking about the cardiac valve is formed by a 3 layers: visceral pericardium, outermost layer; myocardium, middle layer; and endocardium is the innermost layer. So this description is enough for the question. Describe the structure of the heart. So coming to the next important question, working of heart or the pumping action of the heartbeat. The heart collects the deoxygenated blood from the various parts of the body and pumps the oxygenated blood to all the parts of the body. The working of heart includes rhythmic contraction and relaxation of auricles and ventricles, which occurs at an average rate of 72 times per minute. Contraction phases of the heart is called systole and relaxation is called diastole. The auricles contract first, followed by a ventricular systole. Ventricular systole is followed by a ventricular diastole, and so on. The sequence of one systole followed by one diastole is called cardiac cycle. An action of heartbeat takes place in 3 phases. Phase 1 is the arterial systole. Simultaneous contraction of both the auricles result blood passes into ventricles, which are in a relaxing phase. Phase 2, the ventricular systole. Simultaneous contraction of both the ventricles results blood is forced into the aorta and pulmonary trunk, while the auricles are relaxing. The ventricles relax and auricles are also relaxed. This phase of cardiac activity is known as general pause. In this phase, the blood enters the auricles from the venous vessel, and all these 3 phases constitute a single cycle of heart action. So this covers the 2 important questions of CGPSC Mains: the working of heart or pumping action of heartbeat, and the structure of heart. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching my video. If you find my video beneficial, please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. If you want the PDF of today's class, then join to my Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. Thanks once again, and see you in the next video. Bye.